All right, what's going on, everybody? So, look, I'm really excited to share with you guys um, some additional information when it comes to, herbology. Okay, as I've said before, I spent about like 600 and some dollars on a herbal course, or herbology course, and I learned a lot. I even started my own business, my own herbal business, but I stopped it because I didn't want to be like everybody because I felt like everybody was creating an herbal business. And I just simply didn't want to be like everybody. So I created a board game that teaches you how to be, that teaches you how to remain in a state of homeostasis by valuing your health now, right, rather than later, and giving you foundational, um, information. Not really foundational, because honestly, it's very, very high value. So I would say a blend of foundational with advanced information, not only for you and other adults, but also for kids. Okay, because it's not about us; it's about the babies as well, and it's about all of us. It's about all of us here, now, and tomorrow. Okay, so I created that game with the intention to help humanity get on the right path as far as their health, but also so that way they penetrate the minds of the next generation to be able to value their health as well, um, and to take control of their health early on and have certain lifestyle practices early on so that way they don't have to end up in the hospital and go through the things that, you know, my mother's generation and, for most of y'all watching this, y'all fathers and y'all mother's generations have went through, you feel me, the back and forth with the diabetes, you feel me, the cancer, the HSV, you feel me, all these things, all of these so-called diseases stem from a disconnect, and a lack of information you know, um, on how to properly uh, uh, um, fuel the body. You feel me? And deprive it. Like it's just lack of information. You feel me? It's lack of knowledge. You feel me? It's lack of connection, right? And a list of other things. Okay, but for this video here, I'm gonna be going over. Here, hold on, let me pull it up, y'all. So I'm gonna be going over a little some, you feel me? I'm gonna be going over a little some that I think y'all gonna really, really like. Um, so I did upload a herbal course, right? But I didn't go in depth on a few other things. Now, what you can see is first off, let's find something very, very important. Very, very important. So we're gonna go over this here. Oh, I'm not even sure my screen. Let me share my screen. Let me share my screen. Big dope. All right. So for my folks out there that really want to be able to start your herbal business, you feel me, and get into herbology and be able to utilize the divine awesomeness of these plants. Okay. So check this out. These are your basic herbal actions. Okay. Herbal actions are really, really important because you need to know what you're dealing with. Okay. This is why I tell people you have to study the chemical constituents of the herb. Okay. That means looking into the herbal actions. That means looking into where'd it go? Where'd it go? Oh, your herbal actions, your herbal properties, and your herbal energetics. Okay. All of this is very, very important because there is a level of energy. There's a certain frequency, I mean, I've heard a certain energy that comes with these plants, okay, that will definitely impact you. There's an herbal action that comes with these uh these herbs as well, and there's certain properties that come with these herbs as well. That's very, very important. It's not just, oh, okay, burdock is good for this, let me just use burdock. Not even taking into consideration the energetics and uh the herbal actions, you feel me, and the property. It's just like, oh, burdock is good. Let me just take this. No, you don't do that. There's science to this. You feel me? Like there's a real science to this. So as you guys see, herbal actions are descriptive action words that help us understand the effects the herbs has on the body and what the herbs can be used for. Okay. Right. So it helps us understand the effects the herb has on the body. All right. And what the herb can be used for. Okay. Herbal energetics can refer to qualities of a person's body, tissue states, and conditions. In plants, the energetic qualities refer to the subtle ways a plant impacts the human body, mind, and or spirit. Some people will actually, um, confuse herbal energetics with herbal properties. Um, but there is a difference. So just to read it one more time, because I know you guys are probably going to get confused, right? Um, in plants, the energetic qualities refer to the subtle ways a plant impacts the human body, mind, and or spirit. Okay. So for herbal properties are like adjectives that describe the qualities and attributes of an herb. An herbal property will essentially describe the herbal action. Oh, my bad. In more detail. Um, a herbal property can sometimes overlap with energetics, and you might frequently see categories grouped together. Okay, my bad. So for a moment, I was thinking like, wait, I was tripping. Like, was it energetics or, I mean, was it properties or actions that gets confused with like energetics? But it's herbal energetics. Okay. Um, Okay, hopefully that text doesn't come through on my computer because that's a little okay. So an herbal property will essentially describe the herbal action in more detail, right? That's what the properties do. They describe them in even more detail. Okay. And also an herbal property can sometimes overlap with energetics as well. And you might frequently see these categories grouped together. Okay. But there is a separation. Okay. Because properties can't be energetics, but when we talk about energetics, you also have to talk about properties. Okay. And also vice versa. All right. Uh, so boom. Now there's also a herbal taste, as well as plant constituents and use. Okay. Now I'll go over this, but there will be another video going in depth on the herbal course and stuff like that. So we know about sour, we know about bitter, right? Which we'll get into. We know about sweet, and we know about minty. Okay. Uh, but we've never heard of acrid. Acrid herbs have an irritating sensation in the mouth and are often analgesic, pain relieving, and antispasmodic. Kava kava root and black cohosh are examples of acrid tasting herbs. Okay. So this right here is how, you know, the taste is. This is the herbal taste. This is the description of the herbal taste. This is important because for some people, they don't like bitters. For some people, they don't like, acrid. You feel me? They don't like, I don't know who doesn't like sweet, but who knows? There may be people out there that be like, this is too sweet, you know? But it's important to take these things into consideration when forming your herbal formulations because you want them to resonate in a certain way where it's not just going to do its job, but it's also going to easily do its job. Okay. Some herbs, you feel me, there's no way around it. But there for most herbal formulations, you can make the consumption of that herb not be so harsh or not be so, abrupt or directly impacting, So say, for example, if you had a real bitter herb, right? And you properly combine that with another herb, then it won't necessarily, be so bitter. You feel me? As long as it's in alignment with um, that sweet herb, okay, or that minty herb, right? This is how you create really, really creative herbal formulations. Okay. So with that being said, this right here is the herbal taste, the plant constituents and use, as well as the herbal actions, the herbal properties, as well as the herbal energetics, which is highly, highly important. Do not overlook this. I'm telling you right now, do not overlook this. If you really want to become a herbalist, you do not overlook this part, because this right here is the creativity and you being an herbalist, as well as this right here is style. You feel me? This is your style as a herbalist. This is the knowledge. You feel me? Behind what you do. Okay. This is what's going to make you as an as a herbalist. Okay. And now here, actually, oh, there's also, yeah, there's actually, I forgot to even say this, but there's actually a lot more. There's pungent and there's also salty, and there's others as well. Okay. But for the most part, you will come into contact with these 5 or 4. Yeah, 4. Oh no, 6. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 actually. 7, yeah. So yeah. All right. Now, there was something else I really wanted to share with you guys. Cool. So you know how to properly pair your herbs, and you also know, oh, there's something, yeah, there's definitely something else I wanted to show you. Let me show you what a document looks like when you look into the chemical constituents of a herb, okay? So one quick second while I pull it back up. I'm about to show y'all chemical constituents of, I believe, like nettle or like burdock. We shall see. Where is it at? Where is this document at? Give me one quick second, y'all. I know I got it right here somewhere. Let me just find it. Hold on. Okay, that was an edit that was very abrupt. Hold on. I know I got it here somewhere. It's just a bunch of documents when it comes to herbology that I have here. Is this it? No, I'm getting close. Yeah. Okay, it's got to be in the other folder. Okay, it's in the other folder. Hold on. Hey, look, I got it right here. Let me just get right, okay? Let me just get right. It's definitely right here. Is that it? Yep, this is it right here. Cool. All right, so look, now I'm gonna share my screen. So look, when it comes to research, I do research, okay? I do research, okay? And you as an herbalist or doing anything with herbalism, you need to do your research, okay? Not just what you hear from me, not just what you hear from people online. As a real herbalist that is going to have a business, you need to have a regular practice of research, okay? So do your research, okay? Look at the case studies. If you want to look for the highlights, articles and stuff that's highlighting the nutritional and therapeutic values of certain herbs, okay? This one right here was on stinging nettle, right? So you see it gives you the plant name, right? And it dives deep. You feel me? We start diving into, uh, you know, like the study, okay? Um, yeah, we started diving deep into the chemical composition, right? Um, the herbal actions and energetics more than likely will be here as well. But if not, then you can find it. You feel me? Like you just gotta look further into it. The nutrition composition, right? The minerals, the trace elements. You can find all of it, like you can find all the details right here. Antioxidant activity. Um, you see analgesic, and antinoceptive properties. You see the properties, you feel me, the herbal actions. Um, you see, so it has it here, toxicity. You see, this is what you need. Conclusion, you feel me? This is what you need. Okay. This is the kind of research that you need to do when it comes to um this is the kind of research you need to be doing when it comes to studying your herbs and doing your due diligence, okay, and studying the chemical constituents of that plant before you form them together to sell to other people, okay? Do not just put some herbs together because you heard that they was good and you didn't look it up and find out for yourself, okay? Actually do the work, put them together, and then style them how you want, you feel me? And then put them out, okay? And that right there is all the information you need as far as like the herbal actions properties, you feel me, energetics, as well as different um herbal qualities and stuff like that, as well as like how to find the research for the herb that you want to look into. Okay. So that right there, I hope helps. And if you have any questions about anything that I said here, just shoot me a message in one of the groups, and then we'll just go from there, okay? Or the Divine Wealth Builders group, and then we'll just go from there, okay? All right, peace.